Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has restated its commitment to building a more inclusive and gender-responsive agricultural framework that empowers women, youth, and agripreneurs nationwide. This assurance came during South-South zonal consultation on revised national gender policy in agriculture and the 2025 to 2030 strategic plan of action, supported by ActionAid Nigeria. National consultant for the policy review, Barrister Nkiruka Okonkwo, said the forum aims to gather regional data and propose practical steps for a fairer agricultural system.
We started with a nationwide survey which is currently ongoing, targeting all stakeholders in agriculture in Nigeria to be able to identify the barriers and priority actions for men in agriculture, women in agriculture, young people, that's inclusive of youth and children in agriculture, and persons with disabilities that are in agriculture. These are the four main categories that the revised draft National Gender Policy in Agriculture is focusing on. This whole idea is to make sure that we are helping our government to transform the agri sector so that the stakeholders are beginning to identify the gaps. For instance, for the South-South zone, some of the gaps that we are identifying were issues around flooding in terms of climate change, and then the youth feel that they are not being really involved, and the women as well when it comes to technology within the agri space, and then access to land, ownership of land.
ActionAid Nigeria's representative, Mrs. Blessing Akile, added that the strategic plan will address policy gaps and reflect the South-South's unique socio-economic context.
For ActionAid, we are interested in this process because if we have a policy that covers these people to ensure their voices are heard, they ensure their participation, and also ensure that policies, they are included in policies and programs that will benefit them and improve their livelihood. So that's why ActionAid is interested in this process. And also for the National Gender Policy, ActionAid was instrumental among the stakeholders that push for its development, and they currently chair the National Gender Steering Committee for the implementation of the policy. The policy has been implemented over 5 years and is at its point of review. So for us, we are interested in this review process to get the voices of the key stakeholders.
Stakeholders from Akwa Ibom, Delta, Bayelsa, and other South-South states highlighted need for sustained collaboration to build a more inclusive and sustainable sector.
In their rights agenda, where agriculture is #1 priority in the program, we take into consideration the roles of men, women, youth, and persons living with disabilities. So such programs are well run when policies are formed.
We are here for the agriculture, gender policy on agriculture. And so, like I said, it's timely. The benefit for us is enormous. If this policy is adopted, it will inculcate women into agricultural production.
This policy making is going to be beneficial to all the women, most especially the women, because most women in those days, we don't know that we are part of the policy making, and we don't know that we have anything to say about politics. But from the review, we have been able to see that they have captured us.
Representatives from Women Affairs, Youth Development, and farmer groups were also in attendance.